T T T T K O O O T T T T T K O O O T T
Felix Snowbird.
This is the life, the way, the way, the way. This is the life, the way, the life.
Hey guys, it's Jared Patrick. Thank you for watching, and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today, guys, I'm going to be starting my own financial literacy web series. It's going to be, I'm not sure how long the series will be, but it's going to be in parts and everything too. But this, I'm calling it the Guide to Adulthood. So this is pretty much targeted to high schoolers, college students on their way to adulthood, because I have a little sister. She's 16, and she actually, my little sister, been supporting me in my YouTube channel and everything. And I just thought about her because she's at an age where she's a sophomore in high school and everything. I'll put all her little business out there and everything. I won't say your name, but I'll put her little business out there. But she actually encouraged me to she kind of inspired me this idea of teaching financial literacy. If I was her age, what would I have done to redo this all over again, and what tools that may not have access to, but that I wish I had access to, but didn't have. But I actually did have some of these access and stuff too. So, but I'm thinking about the kid who may not have that, didn't have the access that I had as a kid growing up and everything too. So I was thinking about her, because she she got her little money and stuff too, and she was talking. She said, I didn't want to just spend my money. I wanted to do something, try to regenerate some type of wealth for myself, or invest within myself and everything, invest her money where she can make more money. And I was like, oh my god, girl, I wish I had that idea when I was her age. And I'm like, why did I never thought about that? Or probably did have the idea of it, but never was had nobody oh Joe, you should actually do that and stuff like that, or invest, or look into, or have that entrepreneur spirit, which I love and everything too. So yeah, so I think the first thing I'm gonna talk about is resume building. Resume is part of the first cool big thing. I know why it's why I talk about resumes and stuff too. I know if you're in high school or college and stuff too, you want to go and get your first little after school job. I had when I was growing up, my first job, I got my first real job when I was 14 and stuff, and I worked at my local teen community center, which was called a teen center. And what I pretty much did there, I helped created programs that were teen focused and everything, that gave kids something to do, rather than just being at home or being on the streets or something like that. They weren't involved in school activities and stuff like that, because most school activities were very sports based and stuff like that. And in actuality, a lot of people are not athletes, and stuff like that, even though sports is really good and stuff like that too. But a lot of kids weren't doing that and everything too. They weren't involved, or maybe didn't have the actual funds to actually do those things and stuff too, to do sports and stuff too, because most people don't realize in public schools you have to pay for some of those programs if your school don't have the right funding and everything too, and which you may see in the news and stuff like that. That's a topic going around about funding schools and stuff like that. How school reform is a big topic, and there's a whole nother part of conversation about defunding the police and putting that money back into school education and social wellness programs and stuff like that and everything too. So, and a lot of kids I knew didn't have that. So being at 14, I was recruited, and I actually interviewed for and everything, because I had some really good ideas that I really wanted to do. And the adults that were around me at the time really geared towards me, and then really were inspired by what I wanted to do. And I was very blessed to have those people and everything too. So I was I'm sending on all this information, and I'm let me give it back, because that's how the world works, the wheels of the world, giving this information back. So the first thing that most kids did not know how to do was create a resume, because they don't teach you that in high school, how to create a resume, unless you may take that as an elective course or something like that, or yeah. So I was like, first thing I had to learn how was create a resume. And simple resume building is you're gonna simply have like your education, then you're gonna have like your list of probably your three most recent jobs, and probably can put either activities or anything you may be involved with and stuff like that and everything too. So I know like kids are like, oh my god, I want to get a job, but I have never worked before. I don't have no work experience. Of course, you're 16. You're probably not gonna have any work experience and stuff too. So most people things people really do is sometimes have like maybe create like a white lie or something like that. Or you don't even have to put a white lie. You could put on volunteering work. That's why people recommend you to go volunteer and everything too. So incorporating your work experience of you being volunteering your hours. So like volunteering at your local shelter or something, feeding the homeless. You can do volunteer work. There's thousands of different organizations out here that you can research and learn and everything, and you can volunteer your hours and stuff like that, and just like go and work with them. Some of the volunteer things I did when I was in high school, I worked with kids with disabilities and stuff, which actually, in hindsight, got me a job later on when I actually came back home after my first year of college. And I did that from like I actually did it from I believe middle school and to going all the way to high school, my senior year of high school. And I used to work on, it was like Tuesdays, and I used to work with kids with disabilities, and forgot the name of the actual organization. No, actually I remember now. It was called Project Success. And I work with kids with disabilities. Their disabilities range from all different forms and everything too. And it was like really inspiring to do, because I got to work with kids who were disadvantaged, and may have some learning disabilities or some physical disabilities, or sometimes maybe intellectual disabilities and stuff. And we worked on these projects once a week and everything, and that were to actually give back to the community. So to see like kids with disability actually volunteering and giving back to their community was so inspiring for somebody that who is a fully functioning human being and everything. To collaborate with that and everything too is inspiring. That just shows you it doesn't matter who you are, what you do and everything. You can give back to your community in many ways and everything too, and don't ever let anybody discredit you or tell you that you can't and everything too. And that was really good, and that was something I put on my resume that I was involved with. Another thing that I did I also was involved with was this organization called YADA when I was in high school, middle and high school. Um, it's called Center for Youth Alcohol Drug Abuse Prevention Program, and actually Prevention Project, not program. And the organization was actually, it was a statewide organization. I grew up in Virginia, in Alexandria, Northern Virginia, but it was a statewide organization that was like sponsored by our alcohol beverage control, which is like ABC in the state of Virginia. If you've ever been to the state of Virginia, you may, if you ever seen like a liquor store or something that may say ABC, that was like the sponsorship, because it's kind of run by, I think it's technically like run by the government. I'm not really sure and everything too, but they had a specific department for it. So I did that. I did that from middle school to high school. I did our state one. We did like a regional one too, a makeshift regional one, and also we did like a local one too in my local area as well too. And it pretty much was the organization that really help you plan and create programs to help tackle an issue that was that your community faced. And I love the organization because it empowered me as a youth to really show me that I was that you're not voiceless and powerless. And I was really grateful to have it and everything too. to have that organization with me, to do and everything, because we some of the things we tackled was like drunk driving. We tackled like drug use and stuff too, because like when I was growing up and stuff too, like we had some kids maybe like doing these type of drugs like lean, maybe smoking marijuana and everything too, and vice versa, all this other stuff too. And so as a kid, like it really tackled those issues and stuff like that and everything too. And we really try to create programs and try to create like a safe space for kids to come and feel encouraged that they didn't have to turn to these things to either feel some type of validation or anything, vice versa, that and everything too. So that was something I was able to put on my resume. I'm trying to think of anything else I've done. But with all that said, I should say with volunteer work, that's stuff you can put on your resume. And then if you do actually have some type of work experience, you can put babysitting as one. Even if you babysitting like your little brother, little sister, or something like that. I babysit my little sister and stuff like that. Like me and my sister were 10 years apart. And my mom was always working and stuff like that. So of course, I like babysit my little sister, change her diapers, everything. I could do like fully, I could literally have a child and take care of the whole child, like make bottles, all that stuff and everything too. And then be engaging with with a baby and stuff like that and everything too. And then and also like watching other little kids and stuff like she was playing with and stuff like that. So you can put stuff like that babysitting, because that really shows the responsibility level of that as well. Cutting grass and stuff. You doing like cutting your grass, because I had kids in my neighborhood that will knock on doors and stuff, and they were like not even like high school. It was like not even tweens. They were like kids and stuff, and the little boys and stuff. It's like, can we cut your grass? We just pay us like $5 or $7 or maybe $10. We'll give them whatever and everything, and they'll just cut your grass and stuff like that. Like that stuff like is put stuff on your resume and everything. So when we think of resume, because I know it sounds so intense and everything, there's so many different templates. You can like Google it. Google is your friend. You can use it. Sometimes they have websites that simply focus on it, on resume building, where you can just like insert information and stuff, and it'll like generate a whole resume for you and everything too. So yeah, so do those things. Use those things to build a resume and everything, and that's the first step to by getting a job. And you can apply to wherever that local ice creamery or that local retail store and everything. And yeah, and ask around too and stuff like that. You can do it and everything too, and it shows. And you going after, don't let your age, don't feel like because you're young or something. Most jobs accept. There's a lot of jobs like when you turn 16, even sometimes 15, depending on what state you live in and stuff like that. I remember when I worked for a company, and one of the sales girls, she was actually like 15 or 16 and stuff like that and everything, and she was working. Like she worked like a couple of days throughout the week and everything too. So don't let your age discredit your stuff, and always ask these certain job stuff if they're hiring and what's the age and stuff like that. And they say 18 is just 18, because some companies are like that, 18, but some companies are like, oh, 16, stuff like that, take it and stuff like that if you really want to work and everything too. So yeah. So guys, thanks for watching and stuff. If you have any questions or comments or concerns stuff, comment below and everything. I'll try to answer your questions. Seeing it, I try to be very responsive and everything too. And I love you guys, and thanks for watching.
T T T T K O O O. T T T T T K O O O. T T
Felix Snowbird.
This is the life.